All right, guys, so it is the next morning. We did finish up our 3 sets of precision ground stones there. All we got left to do is to clean them, and Lance laps them before he puts them back in the box. So we start clean them and lap them. But that's done, and he's going to be playing with the ProtoTrack today, I believe. He's been sitting at the computer making up a little test part that he wants to try to cut out of some nylon, I believe. And he's real excited about getting in here and learning the controls and start putting some time in on his new, to him, ProtoTrack mill. But what I would like to do is show you another milling machine that Lance owns that I have a lot of interest in, and it might be a machine that I end up buying from him and adding to the shop. So I want to go ahead. It's out back. Let's go out there and check it out. It is a beautiful morning here on the farm, by the way. It was real cool this morning. I don't know, maybe 40 degrees or so. It's going to get up to about 65, maybe 70. Beautiful weather. This is perfect weather right now in Florida. So here's the machine. He's got it wrapped up, and we're going to maybe try to get this thing inside the shop today, because we'd like to get it kind of wired up and check it out. Just check the machine out, because he hasn't had time to even do that. But something that he acquired from a fairly local shop that had closed up, and he went in and bought a few of the machines out of there. And this was one of them, and I have shown interest in this. Let me get it unwrapped and show you guys what it is. All right, there it is. So what you're looking at is a Kearney & Trecker number 4 Model H plain horizontal milling machine. As mentioned, this is one he picked up locally and got a good deal on it. So brought it home, and I think he had the intentions of just reselling it instead of using it in the shop. So this is the first I've seen it. I've only seen pictures of it, and first I've seen it up close in person. It did come out of a shop where it was being used at the time. I believe the shop was closed up for a little while, but I think the machine was being used. So we're unsure of the overall condition, you know, when we're talking about the slideways, what kind of wear it might have in the ways, or overall in the gearbox, the feeds and speeds. I have no idea what kind of condition it's in, but you can tell that it was being used. I mean, it's still got chips on it from being used. It's got a nice big table, power feed in all axes. So I just don't know. I think what we would like to do, as Lance had suggested to me, he goes, let's try to get it in the shop, get it hooked up, and see if we can see how it runs. So I don't know if we're going to have time to get to that, but we might. And if we do, we'll definitely get a video to show you. So my idea with this machine was to actually replace my Kearney & Trecker with this one here. I've never been 100% happy with the Kearney & Trecker I have, which is the, heck, I can't remember the model name offhand. S12, I think it is. But anyway, there's been some issues with it over the life that I've owned it, and I really don't like the issues that it's had. So I thought about replacing it with another mill, and then when this one popped up, I thought this one might be an opportunity to do that. So we'll see. Still got a lot of thinking and considering to do on this. Okay, so Lance wants to go ahead and move it. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna just set it over here next to the shop outside and actually clean it today. Let me help him get lined up here, and we'll bring you back. That's a load, man.
It is. It's a little nerve-wracking with that much weight.
Yes, it is. This is actually exceeding the limit of the forklift, but you can use the tilt on it to kind of get it to move. So I'm going to grab those blocks and we're just going to set it over in front of the door. We're not going to try to raise it with the mast. All right, I think that's gonna work right there. All right, 1 second, let me get you lined up. Okay, I think you're good to set it down, man. I think I need to block the back a little bit. I need to block the back of it. That looks pretty good. Lance is gonna see if this thing will fire up. He just wired in a little temporary pigtail. He's got his phase converter running, and we'll see if this thing will start up. Hey, the motor just turned on.
Yeah. I don't know how to operate the damn thing.
I was thinking that you just turned it on up here at the top.
Yeah, you can go ahead and see if it'll, go ahead and see if it's here.
That's not doing anything there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they must have that switch bypassed.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking, that kicked it on. But
yeah, they have the switch.
that's running backwards for the cutter, but
Well, that's probably, I just have to switch 2 wires.
yeah. Well, man, that thing is, that's a lot quieter than my KNT, I tell you that.
Okay.
All right, well, we got it running, but we just don't have enough power to engage the Rapid on this. Lance just doesn't have enough power at the rotary phase converter to run them. It trips it out. It's done it twice now, so we can't move the tables. But everything worked whenever he bought it. It was hooked up, and he ran everything before he unhooked it and brought it home. But I will say the gearbox sounds good. I mean, I actually like how quiet the machine is overall. I've ran through every gear on both the low and the high range, and they all work fine. Clutch works real good. And he's got all the tooling. That was the other benefit of this machine, man. It came fully equipped with all the tooling. So there's 2 overarm supports. There is a universal head that mounts on there. And he's got all the arbors, 50 taper arbors for all the horizontal milling. Yeah, ain't gonna be able to do it with it. Let's see. Got to kind of bump the clutch. And this will put you over into high range over here, 466. Nice and smooth. Take a look at the motor and the clutch. Isn't that funny? One belt.
Yeah.
The other one's probably rotted and fell off, and they just never did add to it.
Yeah.
It's nice and grungy. It's dirty.
Yeah.
Sounds good though, man. All right, I think we're just gonna set it back around here and cover it up real good, oil it down well, and mess with it again later on another time. Lance has got another phase converter in there they would like to get hooked up that'll you know, give them some more juice for stuff like this. We kept playing with it and we couldn't get the feeds to work. We knew something was off because you should be able to engage these and feeds work. So we called up our buddy Keith Rucker, told him what was going on because he's got this. And he says, all right, first thing to do is check the motor direction on the spindle.
Well, it's funny because you powered it up and it was, the spindle was running backwards, but neither one of us thought about it.
So the motor has to run the correct direction on this K&T so that it runs the pump for the feed. So now all of our feeds are working and the rapid is working. So Lance will do the honors here and show it actually feeding. Look at that thing idle. It actually was just engaged. It slips out there, so you can, yeah, it's just free spinning. See, you can idle it right there. All right, what else you got? All right, there's your Y. The saddle. It sounds good too. And this would be for your knee elevation. Look at that.
I don't know if I'm gonna sell it now.
he's having remorse on even offering up for sale. He may keep it.
It needs a good bath though.
Oh yeah. It's grungy. But it looks like we have a good running machine. We know that all the feeds work, the rapid works on it. Another unique feature, it's got the rear controls here, so you can stand around behind it whenever you're doing something using your horizontal spindle, and you can actually control all three axes with these levers right here. And so you have your dial, so you can take your handle and stick it in here and use that as well. Yep, so that's your Y.
Saddle. Yep.
There's your knee.
Going up.
Try your rapid there. Perfect.
Yeah, it feels good too. Actually, now that we've got everything spinning the right direction.
Yeah.
Everything's engaging nicely and meshing well.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. That sun's putting a glare right there on it.
yep.
Well, that makes us feel a lot better. We know that it's running now. We know that all the gearbox works great. I ran through every gear and it's nice and solid. All right, we're gonna put her back away and cover it back up. Got everything oiled down nicely. Everything's working great. Gonna save it for another day. Got their afternoon snack there. Look at the bull trying to shoo them away. So you got a couple of youngins in there.
Yeah, there's two that are a year and a half maybe. Oh no, I'm sorry, 8 months.
Okay. Lance is gonna give the monkey a little little test ride.
I don't know. I might not be able to handle this. This is bigger than my Harley.
That's a wild hog right there, man. That's a real wild hog. I got.
Oh, has it got a push start on it?
Yep. Electric start, man.
Sweet.
Making it easy for us older folks.
Yeah. Definitely stiffer.
Oh, that new suspension, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely stiffer, I can tell. So.
What do you think of it? You like it?
Squirrely, small.
Oh yeah.
It'll get away from you in a hurry if you're not careful.
Well, you're used to that big Harley. It's just a fun little bike to,
it's fantastic.
especially places like this out here on your farm, man.
Yeah, you got plenty of room to let her rip.
Yeah. I opened her up and got her up to about right at 50 miles an hour down your driveway.
I got to 40 and that was plenty for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to something that small.
Yeah. Well, cool. I'm glad you got to take it for a spin, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
So this is Lance's Cincinnati horizontal. Actually, it's a universal milling machine. It's got the universal table that swivels, but he's only made, I think, one little cut on it whenever he got it, and it's been sitting. So we actually kind of cleaned it up today, got some of the surface rust off, topped off the oil and all the gearboxes and everything. So we're making a test cut. I just stopped it so I grabbed the camera and show you guys. We already made one cut using a 1/2-inch cutter. Now we've got a 3/4 cutter in there. We're just going to play around, piece of hot rolled flat stock right there. And it seems to be doing really good. You happy with the way it's running?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, it seems like a good mill.
Perfect.
So he actually bought this from Craig, the same guy that I bought my Rockford from.
Yeah.
That was this was one of the other machines. So let's fire it up. Running 54 RPM. And I believe 2 7/8 inches per minute on the feed. Here's your engagement. Engage the feed there. And we got a cool mist going right here. So we're just kind of going down this slot we already cut. We'll make another cut after this, a little deeper, and see how it does. But it seems to be a good mill. Everything on it works. He's got, now this is the universal head for it right here, right? The vertical head. So that goes with the machine.
Vertical head and then the universal head. Oh yeah, it's like you can see it.
This is all part of it.
Yeah, and then that's got the dividing head with the,
so you can do worm. You can do worms with it.
Yeah. Now there's the gearbox. There's the gears.
Yeah, that's all part of
the gear set.
Yeah. Okay. It's neat that the whole machine is I mean, it's equipped with everything you need if you want to cut gears.
Yeah.
Helical gears, worm gears, worm shafts. Pretty neat. So it's a good little mill. Our little automatic feed stop work.
It didn't work. Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to go right by it there. All right. I think we're going to play around, maybe put a bigger cutter on there and see what else it can handle. running the 3/4 inch cutter, 1/4 inch depth. Seems to be doing pretty good now. I was getting a little chatter. I had to adjust the speed and the feed on it to get it to break a tip. Pull off a proper tip like you see there. Doing good though. That's doing good. Make that speed and feed adjustment. It got rid of the chatter. Running 2 7/8 inch a minute on the feed. Lance is bringing in one of his cast iron surface plate. I'm just getting you why the getting's good. All right. We got our stop set there on the feed as well. All right, well, we got Lance's truck loaded up with all kind of goodies. Look at all this stuff. Look at those shaper tools there, planer tools, power hacksaw, box just full of stuff. It's all going to the Flywheeler show. If you want some of this, it'd be too late because by the time they watch this,
it's gonna go in a SNS or something.
Yeah, that's probably like an SNS video. But anyway, we load up all this extra stuff. He's gonna try to sell it at the Flywheeler show.
Well, I'll put a Instagram post up. Adam said I should do that, so I'll do that today. So hopefully you guys will see that.
Yeah, hopefully the guys will catch that. But this is all going to be in the consignment area.
Yeah, I'm not going to have a booth. I'm going to drop it off for consignment. So.
Yep. All right. So we got one last thing we're going to do. Tomorrow we're leaving. We're going to go down to the Flywheelers for a few days, and then. But for now, we're going to go feed the cows.
Time to feed the cows. Give them some cubes.
They've been waiting for some of their treats, so we're going to do that now, and then that'll be the end of the video for here at the 26 Acre Maker Shop. You ready?
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, I've been having a good time. I'm sure they enjoyed the video.
Yeah, you enjoyed it last night, I'm sure of it.
I did. Maybe a little too much.
Yeah, drinking my good scotch.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you ready to go do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. They're waiting on us. They know what time it is, don't they?
They're talking to you.
Yeah.
Adam, bring me cubes. That's what they're saying.
There's the bag of feed right there. That's just kind of like a snack for them, isn't it?
It is. Well, it's protein, actually. They need it in the winter. So.
All right. Go ahead and open the gate here. Do I need to shut that when we're done?
Nope. They're not going to care about it. They're going to be out there chasing cubes.
Okay.
So head for that sort of rise over there on the other pasture.
Okay.
Right down there. Yeah. We'll find an area where there's not a lot of cow pies, and then I'll dump it out in a long string. Watch out, because they'll run right in front of you. And they're faster than you, just so you know.
Look at them.
Yeah.
This area over here?
Yeah, go on just a little to your left and straight ahead here, and then slow down, but keep moving. Slow down, slow down. All right. A little more. Okay. There you go.
All right.
Spin back around and watch them fight with each other while they're trying to get food. A lot of pushing and shoving.
Shoving each other out of the way so they can get in there.
It's been a pretty easy winter. I only have one thin one out there this year. She's got a calf on her, that brown one there with the curly horns.
This one right here?
She's
Okay.
a little lean this winter.
Okay.
But she's got one of these two calves are hers. I think the one that's butt right in front of you there, that's her calf.
Okay.
He's been working on her pretty hard. So.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be the end of our journey here.
It's been fun. I can't believe how many days has it been. It just flies by.
Man, we got here Friday and it's Monday.
Man, so
we're gonna
blink and it's gone.
We're going down to the brewery in High Springs. We're gonna have a couple of beers and some dinner.
Tex-Mex and beers.
With the family. And then tomorrow we're gonna ride down to Flywheelers and start that journey. So, had a lot of fun, man. I always enjoy coming out here and hanging with you.
Well, we love having you and Abby. It's actually easier than having family.
All right, we'll see you guys later.